Greetings YouTube, good afternoon. I am so excited to do this video because I have been predicting for the last several months that the next iteration of the Dungeon Crystals would have my boy Stark Spidey, the man, the myth, the legend, the teenage boy, the badass, whatever you want to call him, the New York Bronx bomber himself, who has been eluding me for now 66, almost 67 crystals. So, Otriux, who is the knight in shining armor of the data mining community, who often gives us a heads up on different new champions and events, and sometimes even crystals, has come through and personally sent me this information to break it onto YouTube because he knows. In fact, he put in the caption, "It is Stark Spidey time." So thank you, sir, for sending me this. And of course, I'll do a separate video in the coming weeks, kind of just breaking down the best and worst of each crystal. We'll kind of go through that. As always, I think that Kabam has done a relatively good job of choosing a couple of really, really high end tier champions, just those in-game champs that can really make you advance fast. And then you surround them by a lot of average or trash champs to kind of get the gambling luck at a risk. So I want to say that to say that we're starting off with the new Chaos Crystal, and that will have Corvus Glaive and Captain America Infinity War, who, yes, those of you who are excited today because you can go for them and most likely 99.9% chance not get them in the Grandmaster featured crystal, why not save your 900 units and go ahead and just spend that on something better like a Black Friday or Cyber Monday deal when you have a chance to get a dungeon crystal that has a, 20% chance? Because there's usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10 champs, right? So you have a 20% chance, which is pretty dang high given the current drop rates of 5-star crystals to get either Corvus or Captain America Infinity War. If you have neither of those champs, that's going to be an incredible crystal to go for once you've got enough dungeon artifacts. And of course, your prestige and your rating are high enough to see the opportunity to purchase these crystals in the game. But the next one is the Nightmare Crystal, and the main two in this are Medusa and Domino. And just like Corvus and Captain America Infinity War, you can't really argue with the value of those two champs. And then when you factor in the Alliance War bonus for female champs, Medusa and Domino are arguably the two best female champs in the game right now. So it's hard to fight the urge to go for this crystal. But of course, you also have, if you're not going to get that 20% RNG, you're going to get the Iron Patriots, the Hulkbuster, the Ant-Man, and the Kamala Khan in the same crystal, because you have over a 50% chance with Black Panther Civil War to get a straight meme. And there's going to be a lot of disappointed people probably, because statistically speaking, you're going to get one of those champs. But who knows? Maybe you'll strike it rich and get that Domino or that Medusa that has been eluding you if you've been going for those champs for quite some time, especially Medusa, who's now been in the game for, about a year? All right. The Genesis Crystal is going to also contain two high-level champs, an Archangel and Dr. Voodoo. Certainly those are still valuable champs, though I think they have taken a hit in value in the past few months. I think Archangel, obviously with Bleed champs being nerfed, and even in Alliance Quest having Sentinels, Archangel's just taken a back seat in so many ways. And then Voodoo is still great, but not a top 5 champ by any means. But you don't have as bad of memes in this one. You've got Superior Iron Man, who's not terrible. Awakened, Captain Marvel, an amazingly underrated champ, especially when Awakened. And then War Machine, Vulture, Rhino, She-Hulk. Those are two pretty much memes. And then Karnak and Moon Knight. So that's the Genesis Crystal. But we're going to evolve and go to the next one. If you are like me and you still want that chance to awaken your Ghost Rider, this is the crystal for you. Because you also can get Massacre and Proxima Midnight, two high-rated champs. Old Balls, who, is there. Magneto, straight meme. Nightcrawler, great defender. Howard the Duck, straight meme. Punisher 2099, I still don't know exactly why he's in the game, but some people love him, or at least they tell me that. Miles Morales, and Elektra, pretty good. That's just an overall better crystal than some of the top two, but they don't have the ceiling of a Corvus Glaive or Captain America Infinity War. But of course, the whole point of this video, which I'm going to have Stark Spidey in that thumbnail, is my boy Stark Spidey, because if I still have not gotten him, and Lord knows I probably won't, we are getting closer and closer to getting to talk about him. But I think this is the crystal before the chance. It's the War Crystal, Crossbones, Iron Man Infinity War, Cyclops, Gambit, Phoenix, Hyperion, Daredevil, Spidey, Gwen, Juggernaut, or Thor, Jane Foster. Now, certainly Iron Man Infinity War and Hyperion are the top two choices of this one, but you've got a lot of trash at the bottom, from Spidey, Gwen to Cyclops. I know some people, like my friend and fellow Texan, who likes to use Phoenix, but it's not the best crystal overall. There just isn't the ceiling as the others, and so I'm not going to really recommend anybody get the War Crystal. I'm also about to sneeze while I'm recording this because apparently I'm allergic to talking about Phoenix. Better not go to Arizona since that's the capital. Okay. Now, we get the Death Crystal, because if I get Stark Spider-Man, people have been asking me for 66 rounds, right? What would you do? What are you going to do when you get him? I'll probably pass out, right? It might be the death of me. So how fitting is that the death of me and my love of Stark Spidey might culminate in landing on the Death Crystal, because 5-star Stark Spider-Man, Stark Enhanced Stark Spider-Man, is the first champion in this, along with my girl Quake, who I have awakened, so I'll probably get Quake from this. Psylocke, Cyclops, King Groot, Venompool, Elektra, Black Panther, and Iron Fist or Mordo. So not too many champs in that list that you can necessarily be thankful you got if you miss on Stark Spidey, but a 10% drop rate, you will not see that good a chance to get Stark Spidey other than like a Gwenpool at the movies crystal, which was very similar in drop rate, but of course I actually got Killmonger and not Stark Spider-Man from that. So, newsflash, Stark Spidey finally coming to the Dungeon Crystals, and we also have a couple others. If you already have a Stark Spider-Man, I think those top two crystals are really, really tempting. I'm definitely going to try to awaken my Ghost Rider just because I haven't been able to. But if you don't have Medusa or Domino, Nightmare, great option. And the same is true with the Evolution Crystal when you have the likes of Ghost Rider and Massacre and Proxima Midnighter Grid. And then this one also with Hyperion and Iron Man Infinity War. So I'm very excited. This is also why I cannot say this enough. If you are ever worried that Dungeons is going away, one, it's not. And two, your Dungeon artifacts are not going to expire. So don't waste them on 4-star crystals if all you really want is 5-star crystals. So, are you pumped, YouTube, for the next round of Dungeon Crystals? What are you hoping to go for if the RNG of the current 5-star crystal does not come your way? Comment below, let me know, and thank you again to Atriox for sending me this information to break this news online. I am a Stark Spidey lover. He has eluded me for so many months. Hopefully I will get him soon, or else you can just continue to laugh at me, I guess, and feel better about yourself, because so many of you tell me every day, hey, prof, I've got him, and guess what? You don't.